what on earth does sustainability have to do with my business, with your business, you may ask? And as mentioned, I'm Director General of ebbf. We do these amazing conferences where leaders are building the future, ethical leaders. Last one was in Portugal, and somebody from Brazil wrote to me this email. I might not be able to make it to the annual conference. Why? That's her airport in Brazil. So that's a good reason why she may not make it. But then let me take you to Dubai. Dubai is in the middle of? Desert. Indeed. And this is what happened to Dubai in the middle of the desert just a few months later. So this is the situation we're living in. And this is, I love this BBC title, in a world that we have never experienced before. So it's not like, I remember it was like this, no. It's completely different. We've never experienced something like this. And then I go to somewhere where people are asking about opinions. Is anybody familiar with Reddit? Yeah, you ask questions and people give opinions. And this question popped up in my research is, how hot is too hot to go to a park? And we say, no, there's about peaking to 39. Is it too hot? What do you think? And that's where people use as answer on Reddit. They say, I was at 38 degrees. It was, I did Carowinds. I don't know what Carowinds is. Fury was flying. I have no idea what Fury means. But it was great. But it was so miserably hot. And then you go to a water park. Okay, let's go to a water park. What do you say? I thought no limit at the water park, but it gets really hot in those enclosed tubes. Anything above 36 does not work. So this is how this is affecting you. And this is coolcation. I was speaking with the Finnish and Norwegian groups. Invest in northern parts because everybody will go up to the north. But then yesterday we were talking. They say people came to Norway, they complained to you. 32 degrees. This is not right. Give me my money back. Too hot. So this is the reality of what we're living at the moment. And this is what we need to also bear in mind and why this is relevant. Anybody enjoy kayaking? Any kayakers here? Anybody that tried kayaking? Yeah. So you have an idea what's happening there, right? You're about to tip over. And that's not a place where you want to be. And that's where we're at the moment. So we know this. We realize this. And therefore, everybody will be driving sustainability forward, right? Of course not. Why? Because sustainability is all about degrowth. It's all about reducing. It's all about minimizing. It's all about lowering. Nobody likes this. As human beings, we are hardwired to grow. Great news, by the way. It's a record number of members in IAAPA, so I love that kind of growth, and we love growing. Look at this. How many of you will stay here at this side of the mountain, and how many of you will want to go to the top? How many of you want to go to the top? See? We are hardwired to grow. Degrowth does not make sense to us. I know we're going to die, but I still would rather grow than do that. So it's crazy, but that's how we do. If we were not into growth mode, we would still be like the Flintstones, going in stones. Do we drive stones? No, we drive beautiful cars or share cars or bicycles or things. So that is one of the main reasons why something so common-sensingly good will never take place. It's against how we feel and how we want to do things. So question for you guys. What is more attractive? How are you most attractive as a leader of your organization? A mindset of scarcity, less, or a mindset of abundance, more? Right? So your mindset, I encourage you, should be at abundance. And why do I say this? Because we never had so many issues, so many crises, but also such an abundance of solutions. The other day, I wanted to plant my little garden. I go to YouTube, guide on how to do that. And then I was looking for a place to rent in the Netherlands. I go to ChatGPT. How can I find a place to rent in the Netherlands, which is impossible for my kids? And it's incredible how many resources we have at our fingertips, how much we have available if we decide to go in this abundance mindset. So it's all about what else can we do? How much can we grow in a positive difference? So moving from either being sustainable or being profitable to the abundance mindset that you want to call all the people with you to be profitable, your businesses, you cannot go bad, and be more sustainable. You'd be amazed how excited people are by being cutting jobs. Zero. So nobody wants to see a cut in this, but give them a task to say, how can we be better? How can we find better solutions to go forward and be profitable? And there's so many new ideas that come to play. Last night I was thinking, what's one example I could share? Imagine, this is a really stupid idea, in your attraction parks, there's a jump thing where you jump up and down, it's really exciting, goes up and down, and creates energy. And then you have a prize. The person in the park that created more energy of your guests gets a free pass coming forward. Stupid idea that I thought overnight. So imagine how many more ideas you can get into your parks to really drive forward this abundance of ideas, abundance of solutions to be very successful. And because, Choni, you won the prize Portaventura of the most sustainable company, I had to put something from Portaventura. So being abundant, being positive, they decided to build the biggest solar plants in Spain for these areas. I hope now is no longer the biggest. I hope there's another one even bigger, which would be even better news. And this, I said, Choni, this makes no financial sense. Why are you this? Why are you becoming a B Corp? Why are you doing all this? And surprisingly, she said, it's because our investors are pushing us to go forward. So if you want to find good investors, Industrial Holding, KKR, they're pushing the company to do these kind of investments. Why on earth would an investor push you to be more sustainable? Are they crazy? Are they wrong? Don't they want to make any money? Choni, how was the revenues in 2024? Good? Record. I heard it's a record number of revenues. So again, this mindset of more and more does work. Yes? So it's not like idealist, oh, it's so nice, he wants to be sustainable. No, this is a new business model that really works. And because the climate crisis is going to get even worse, forget about the laws, ESG, double materiality or triple materiality, it's going to be worse. The leaders, the people that will win, will be these kind of individuals that do this. And this is the prize that they have. But I say, be abundant. Do not stop at the solar plant. What else could you do? Could you have a regenerative garden or agriculture next to these solar plants? Be abundant in your thinking. Don't be simplistic. Drive your people forward. Have this ambition to actually think of these things. What else? Do you want to grow your cows? It's really, really hot, trust me, in Spain in summer. So having some shade will actually work in that place. So I do not want to distract you. You are leisure parks. You're not farmers. But think in this abundant mindset of what else can we do to drive forward this profitability that we need, the sustainability that we need to drive, and really make things happen. Two trends in the world. One is growing, one is going up. So personal life longevity, company life longevity. Which one, who thinks that company life longevity is the one going up? Who thinks that personal life longevity is the one going up? Right? So the good news is we're living much longer, but companies are not around for much longer. So this is a wake-up call. Hey, I want to be here next year, next 5 years. IAAPA has been around for 108 years. Way! That's longevity. That's what really works, despite all the trends. So there's something there that really works. So that's what you kind of want. You do not want to be a Kodak. #1 in the world. I think the people, most of you are of my age or about there, so you understand. You remember the click. You have to develop the photo. Kodak, huge profits. They stuck onto them, and they went bankrupt. Fujifilm, they diversified, and they went forward. See how that happens? 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Netflix Blockbuster. Again, me and a few of you remember going to a Blockbuster shop, trying to find the DVD or things, then pay the fines for it, and then, Netflix, I stay at home, and they go forward. So this is how it actually works. Guess what? Blockbuster went bankrupt, and they were everywhere. They were the most powerful. They were the #1. So that shows you the kind of differences. By the way, Netflix had offered a partnership with Blockbuster. They said, no, thank you. We don't want to work you little Netflix going forward. So they missed an opportunity to network and go forward. Now, this happened over 6, 7, 8, 9 years. What is happening now? OpenAI, #1. all of a sudden, DeepSeek, I'm not sure you're familiar, this Chinese company that said, we can do the same much better for 1/10 of the energy consumption and so forth. So what's the consequence of that? In one day, NVIDIA, who created the chips, in one day, they lost 589 billion. So I feel so sorry for us in leadership now, where things are not happening over the space of 10 years. We need to make decisions that change in one day, which is, to me, is too much. This is a little bit crazy. And that's why I'm giving you this abundance mindset about how can you overcome this craziness, have a direction, be alive for 108 years, and really go forward with that. I'm not sure about you guys, but I was there, so noisy, right? It's like, and that's how I feel the world is like now. So let's step away in this beautiful place where cooperation is king. And first time I come into a congress of parks and amusement and resorts, you are so nice to each other. I wish the whole world, I come from a keynote at Santander, slightly different atmosphere, and it was just so beautiful to see you come together, cooperate, and go forward. So step out from the noise. Exactly, and be IAAPA, be like this, be collaborative. And this is a gentleman that has this crazy idea. With so much uncertainty around us, instead of understanding how things work, it's an ideal time to create better rules, new rules, and create things that really work. So this is a time, without going crazy, this is my Italian side going away. No, this is my English side. Let's not go too crazy. But let's think, what new rules could we create? What new ways of entertaining, of being a part could we create with this mindset that comes third? So that's it. Be abundant. Think about Tesla, Elon Musk. Before he went crazy with too many drugs, he actually had some pretty good ideas, right? So Tesla, electric cars. They used to be, have you seen the first electric cars? They were the most ugly, horrible thing in the world. And then he created something totally new, an aspirational car. Everybody now wants an electric car because it's so cool, so sleek. And the software, you buy the car, the software upgrades the car over the years. That's breaking the rules. He doesn't just sell cars, he creates the batteries, he creates the charging points, he creates an ecosystem. That is what it's like to really change the rules and become number one and become great at what we do. Being super collaborators is key. So as we know, is Johnny an expert or is Portaventura an expert in solar parks? No, they're not. So they find the partner who is Endesa in this kind. So do not get out from your core business, stick to your business, but use this collaborative spirit to find who are the best partners to go forward. You know this guy, right? Does he know something about making profits? And he has to say incredibly. I don't know why they always say Apple is all fantastically, incredibly. That this building be incredibly useful to the world. That's a real dream that they have there, and to make a lot of money through that. So think of your park. How can your park, your resort, your leisure area be incredibly useful to humanity? I think it is now. People are so stressed out. Thank God I'm coming to one of your places. I feel good for 1 week, for 3 days. So you do have this purpose, but there's something else that you can bring into it. Let me bring you the case of another company, which mainly the Spanish people will know. Acciona is a construction infrastructure company. Boring. They do bridges, they do metro stations and things. Their revenue is 200 billion, and their EBITDA is now 2 billion. It grew 20% in the last year, and it's all about business as unusual. These guys build bridges. What's unusual about what you do? Look at their website, and I teach at Masters to their executives and to their students, and to the young professionals. They really mean this. We make a positive impact on society by delivering sustainable infrastructure designed to address the challenges of the climate crisis. 20% increase in EBITDA year over year in the construction industry, which is not exactly a classic one. So these are the examples of how sustainability and this abundance mindset really works. Interesting. How many followers do you think Acciona has on LinkedIn? Acciona do bridges and things. They have over 1 million followers. There is something there. Forget ESG, forget regulation, forget everything else. People love companies that do good things. People are really attracted by the authenticity of this. There's something there that we can touch upon, very profitable and very sustainable. Last night you were up there, right? And I like this photo because Abu Dhabi is close to the city, right? It's connected to the city. I love this image, just like Tim Cook, make this building incredibly useful for society. How can your park be useful to the people around you? How can your energy be shared with the city? How can your water reserves be shared with the town around you? How can you be collaborating usefully in the same way that you do here, actively looking for who else can make you more profitable? Who else can you grow with? Who else can really make the difference? The level of complexity out there means that we cannot do it alone. It's never been least like the Lone Ranger, I'm going to lead you forward, gone. That's why I love feminine leadership, by the way. Bringing together new people, having the curiosity to dialogue with crazy half-English Italians and bring them here to expand your minds. That kind of thing, I think, is really healthy to go forward and be great at this. Be abundant, be super collaborators. And how do you attract collaborators? You'll be surprised. By being ambitious. It's not the time to go, a little bit more. No, I call on you to be really ambitious, to really drive things forward, to be number one, to aim to be number one. Who are you going to be attractive to as number one? You're number one in something. Who's going to be attracted to you? I can imagine the press. Oh, number one in, top. So the press will write more about you. Talents, they like to work for the best company. It's very attractive to that. Not secondary, investors. Investors enjoy investing in the number one organization. So being number one, having the ambition to be the top, to be the best, to do more, to be great is really important. And here's where the B Corp movement. So 4 of us started Build Up Europe a little bit over 10 years ago, and now over 1 million people work in B Corps around the world, including Portaventura, being great. So being the best companies for the world. That changes everything. Not number one, me, myself, and I, the number one for the world. And these are the most loved companies, the companies that really go forward. And let me give you a data. 30% increase in revenues. In Europe is 28%. So this is a business model that works. It's a business model that has an abundance mindset, that drives forward super collaborator, that is truly ambitious, and that's how I close my business case for abundance, for green abundance. And I have one question for you. Will it be? Thank you very much.